All right, I'm gonna actually watch the post-game interview now. I got caught up defending, you know, yeah, man. I got caught up doing some other shit, man. But now we're gonna actually get into this post-game interview, see what Bam Adebayo got going on, see what Tyler Herro got going on in their brain, and see what Erik Spoelstra got going on in his brain. Pick their brain and see what they talking about.
Third, you keep fighting the good fight. What was the emotions of the afternoon like for the team out there and you?
Man, stay solid. And, guys go out, ups and downs, stuff happens, but at the end of the day, we have to stay solid and
You gotta keep playing.
Work towards the goal, which is win the game.
I know you obviously have a relationship with Jalen, but what was your view of kind of that play with him and Duncan and what happened there in the fourth quarter?
I feel like I agree with Duncan. He felt like it was a dirty play. I'm not going against my teammate. that's what it is. I stand behind my teammates 100%.
And there aren't many people who have had more role changes this season than Haywood. But when guys go down, he had to step up into some fourth quarter minutes tonight. What did you get out of him outside of just 2 points? But what kind of impact did you get out of him?
Let me see that little spot. That nigga ain't do shit, bro. A little at 2 points, bro. I guess he impacted on the defensive end or whatever, but we got to figure something out, man.
Man, the stuff that doesn't show up in the stat sheet.
And I'm starting to believe that this is just something we throw around when a nigga don't do shit that night, bro. The things that don't pop up on the stat sheet. Yeah, but I don't think that was the case tonight. I ain't see too much of Haywood, man, if you ask me, man. I ain't see too much of the locksmith, man.
Obviously guarding some of the top players in our league.
He does have to do that.
Space the floor, run the floor. And you're doing this off of, how many shots you get? 4? So 23 minutes and you get 4 shots and you're still impacting winning by doing the little things. A lot of people might not notice him, but we notice him because that's H's role for us right now. Do the little things, get stops, run, and and be that guy we need to get stops on, their premier players.
Bam, you guys had 14 offensive rebounds, and I feel like you guys had more second chance points than them, but still it seemed like there was a lot of opportunities that were sort of just not made. Do you feel like that was sort of one of the deciding points of the games towards the end?
Niggas was missing shots they were supposed to fucking make.
Nah. I just feel like down the stretch we missed some shots we should have made.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Shots. It's the game of basketball, and we will focus on film and get back to the drawing board.
Tyler, what's it like? You start a game shorthanded, obviously, Jimmy, because
Bam soft, bro. Jimmy would have came in that bitch like, fuck Boston.
of his family reasons, and then to see Josh go out in the second quarter, Terry go out there in the second half. What's it like going through all of that in the course of a very challenging game also?
Yeah, it's definitely, emotion, a little bit of emotions to it. I think between the emotions of the game and the emotions of, 3 of our, key rotation guys go out is obviously not easy, but, the talk was to just rally around each other and keep our spirits, up and try to rally together to get that win. But I thought it was a good game. Obviously we lost, but there's some takeaways on both sides that we
I'm about to say I'm not mad at the loss. I'm not too mad at the loss for real. We showed we could hang even though we was down major pieces. So, and Celtics had everything at their disposal from, like, they literally had everybody, from their point guard to their center. But and we showed we could still hang. So if we had everything and they stayed healthy, we were straight. And Jimmy Butler didn't take a leave, we probably would have won.
Obviously, sometimes shots.
But we didn't. We got an L still. But I'm not mad at it.
Just aren't going to go in like you've talked about before. But what was working for you in the second half after that first half?
I just felt a little bit more in rhythm. Also, just looking to attack and being more decisive, with my movements. Just feeling them out in the first half and then being able to, attack in the second half.
I answer the question for him. Niggas was out his fucking way. Niggas was out his way, so he was able to maneuver and shoot and do what he want to do without having to worry about sharing the ball with Jimmy Butler, Terry Rozier, fucking Josh Richardson. He got to do his own thing and be him. Niggas out the way, which is why I feel like a lot of people say he need to come with the second, like start with the come in with the second unit or whatever, so that way he can be able to just run that shit. But he's beyond that point in his career where he's about to be coming off the bench. So it's a lot to figure out still. I don't think Tyler Herro has a shared game. Like he can share the game he can play with Bam because Bam is like a big. But when it comes to like other guards, I don't know how well they're gonna actually mesh together. We're gonna have to see though. I think it could be a good thing if him and Terry can get it going, but at the same time, like shit like this, when Terry's getting hurt, look like he's about to have to be out in rehab for a little bit. That's more time that we're not gonna have for these niggas to play with each other.
Obviously, now that you're heading into a 6-game road trip now, and obviously the team has turned a little bit of a corner despite the loss today, what's sort of the mindset heading into, again, another brutal road trip?
Right now, we're just locked in on these next two, Milwaukee and Philly before the break.
Yeah, Milwaukee gonna try to do a number on us.
Going to that with pretty much a playoff.
They literally setting us up to get beat the fuck up by the two teams we embarrassed last year. It's been set up like that since the beginning of the season, with Milwaukee snatching up Dame and sending Drew Holiday to fucking Boston, armed our two arch nemesis, like just armed them with weapons. And meanwhile, it's hard for us to get people. We finally get Terry Rozier. Terry Rozier look like he's busting a kneecap. And I wouldn't be surprised if Charlotte and them knew that he had a weak knee and hurry up and flipped him. Sent them to us, even though you got to go through physicals and shit. Doctors probably missed something. I don't know, bro, but this shit's crazy, fam.
Mindset and kind of get that.
I'm just yapping, bro. Don't take me serious, bro.
Is hopefully as fast as we can get those wins and get ready for the break, and then we'll go from there.
Tyler, you see the way Duncan gets into it a little bit with Jalen, and it seems like you kind of play well in the chaos of a game when a game kind of goes in that direction. Just how much do you enjoy the?
He does, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. When shit get dirty and rugged, bro, we can. Yeah, what's up? Ball the fuck up now, nigga. Like,
rivalry part of this.
We be on some street ball shit in practice, nigga. These niggas play fucking hell ball type shit, man. These niggas be, bro. They used to playing like that. Boston's not. Them niggas soft.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a competitor, so the more guys start jawing back and forth and going at each other, that brings a higher level out of me and a lot of my teammates as well.
Talk shit, bro. We like that, nigga. We gonna get right, nigga.
On a Tyler 3. What did you think about the offensive execution on the stretch before that and then after
they about
that
to talk
point?
to Erik Spoelstra for
more than
forever.
anything, you get down the stretch, you just want to make plays, find that grit.
That's my coach right there, cuz.
Our group showed a tremendous amount of grit in that second half. There was a lot of things that weren't necessarily going our way, including the injuries, and then down 10, to really claw and fight back and get this game on the ropes. I think it was a credit to how hard our guys were playing, and then sometimes it ends up being make or miss. Down the stretch they had basically Drew Holiday hounding Tyler there and trying to figure out like how they were going to match up either, but for a few possessions they're putting Holiday on Bam, then they'd switch and put him on Tyler. I think the execution was very good, in that fourth quarter. Last 6 minutes, it was coherent, it was to our strengths, and he lived with the results, from there. Probably if there's one thing that, the head coach could, point to, unfortunately, was those second chance opportunities throughout the course of the game. You're going to deal with a lot of different things that are really tough, to guard. And I thought we managed that pretty well. A lot of really good multiple
But the
efforts.
Celtics got
But,
some second chance
you know,
opportunities
I
that
looked at it
cost
after
us
the
a
game and
game.
said they only had 6 offensive rebounds, but then 19 second chance points off of those. I'm not a math guy, but it seems like they would hit a 3 on every single one of those and an and one or whatever it may be. But
They hit a 3 or an
those
one
probably
on
end up
every
being
one
the
of
deciding
those.
factors, in the game. The big muscle areas that, the other areas of big muscle, I thought we did a pretty good job, but on the glass, those perimeter rebounds or those longer rebounds, about 10, 12 feet, we didn't do a great job on that.
I know we don't know the injuries yet, but guys like Josh and Terry, who were sort of coming on and pushing, Josh coming around a little, hustle plays, Terry the same thing, playing with a big motor. As a coach and someone who's around them all the time, to see those type of situations with those kind of guys, what's it like for you in the moment, and also just being on the bench then without them the rest of the game?
Yeah, you more than anything just feel for those guys. They're competitors. They want to be out there. They're trending in a much better direction. Josh was just starting to get healthy and really starting to get his legs under him and really starting to make an impact on both ends of the floor for us. Terry was getting a lot more comfortable, but you still want to see a fortitude that's being developed over the course of the season, and that's what I'm noticing now. The last 2 weeks, we're starting to develop some grit and competing more to our identity, and that thing that goes across our jersey tonight, that has to be the standard, and we're competing at a much higher level.
Them jerseys is cursed. I kind of believe that, bro, because I don't know, bro. I feel like when we got back to wearing our regular jerseys, that's when we was winning. Every time we put this Heat culture jersey on, something bad happens.
Level, regardless of any kind of excuse you could make.
Now, you've seen him for a few games. How has Porzingis kind of changed the look and feel of this matchup? And how do you evaluate when he's getting a shorter guy on him, but he's also just kind of shooting over the top of those guys, which he can do against all?
It gives him a different look of somebody that's, he's not 6'9", so if you switch or do some different things, he can shoot it, right over the top. And, with him, it's always been about health because he's always been a very impactful player. His nickname, whatever, that's for a reason. There's just not a lot of guys, that size, that shooting ability, and so forth. But even with that said, I thought we managed that, well enough, and the efforts we were making were good enough.
Yeah, they not managed that well enough.
Collapsing
Porzingis be doing
plays
whatever the
where
fuck
the
he want out
second
there.
chance opportunity plays, and now that gave them a little bit more life, or put a little bit more pressure on us at the other end, where we felt like we had to, to score.
Just the situation with Duncan in the fourth quarter and the back and forth, I guess just how much do
boom.
you still embody the rivalry part of this? Where
I don't need this to be regular. I need to hear what Spo guys say.
even with the guys that weren't part of it, and there's a new rivalry building, like how much do you embody that part of the game?
You just want to be hopeful and grateful enough that you can be a part of something like this. And we say it all the time that new players come in, you're inheriting, this feeling.
You're inheriting the
them,
beef.
and they probably feel a certain way about us, and you would never want to just go through an entire career and not have that.
I ain't gonna cap.
So,
That shit, it's all in good competition. That's what I'm saying, Bam. Stop talking to, like, you could be cool with Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, even Duncan Robinson. You too. You could let it go. But in all good rivalry and all good sportsmanship, keep that shit off the court, bro. We don't want to see that shit. We want to see y'all niggas hate each other. It's just that simple, bro.
I know our guys embrace that. It's good for competition. It's good for the league, and it's good for the players. And our guys love that.
We love that shit.
We just ended up on the wrong side of the score tonight. All right, thank you.
Come on, bro. Niggas really don't want to fuck with us, bro. We really. Boston fans, Boston Celtics. We'll see y'all in the playoffs, man. Congratulations on y'all 3-0 sweep of the regular season. But I need y'all to remember something. Y'all always been good in the regular season. Us, not so much. We just make the playoffs and make a splash. So even beating teams like you and the Bucks and shit like that, bro, out of the last 4 years, y'all got one. We got 3 wins out of those 4s or whatever. So it's like we win when it matters. So just make sure y'all bring that same attitude to the fucking playoffs, bro.
what the business is, nigga, what the business be. Draco got crocodile teeth, but I ain't skillet bean. Everybody around you end up there, you think this shit a dream. Late night with the PLR, I don't need a beam. Bitch caught me fucking with a sis, it ain't what it seem. Matter of fact, I don't give a fuck, they say you for the team. Cash rules everything around me, cream get the money. Dollar bill, tell me how you feel. I've been trying to touch a meal. Shorty crazy, say she want a baby, she gon' get the pill. Twin Glocks on me, Max Payne, I call her feeling lil. I'm only fucking with her for the thrills. When I'm in the booth, they give me chills. Everybody around me got skills. I'll jack a nigga, no chill. When I aim, I'm going for the kill. I know niggas in the chain gang be taking niggas meals. Third Ave, none but steppers, yeah, we on that shit for real. I could get a nigga killed, all it take is one call. My niggas dead, I'm like a mill. If my niggas ever fall, I know that they would never squill. Testify on the what, we gon' wait for that appeal. Forever throwing threes up, I feel like I'm Bradley Bill. Fuck it, I feel like I'm mellow. 3 shots to the head, body drop like jello. Shawty let me in for some kitty like hello. Pull up, rearrange them guts like demo. Brain blast, shawty give a nigga good mental. She be all sloppy, straight tongue, never dental. She be running from that dick, no tempo.